So we now have two components drawn out. We have our brass rod and our wood top. The next component we're going to draw is our the internal components. So this is the wood internal component with a circle hole in the middle. Okay, so I've just called this wood circle or wood circle hole. And it's again 90 millimeters by 90 millimeters. So I'm going to make sure I've activated my top assembly component, and then I'm going to create a new component. And I'm going to call this wood circle hole. Okay. Now at the minute I can still see my other components, so I might just want to make those invisible, so that I'm just focusing on my one that I'm drawing right now. So to do that, just like we did before, we're going to create a new sketch, and we're going to select this plane again, the XY plane, sketch, rectangle, center rectangle, 90, and then click tab on the keyboard, 90, enter. Okay, I can click stop sketch, and now I'm going to modify, so I'm going to pull it up by, so you'll see the wood again is 9 millimeters thickness, so 9. Okay, so the next stage is I need to put my two holes for my brass rods. So again, they are 45 millimeters in this way and 15 millimeters from the edge. So a good idea here is to turn on any other wood bits that you've done and just check where they've drawn their holes. So they've drawn it here and here so that you match yours up the same. So I might just leave those on for a minute, and I'm going to go to sketch, point. Now this time, because it's drilling the whole way through my piece of wood, I don't need to worry about drawing it on the bottom of it. I can actually just draw it on straight on the top. So I'm selecting my top face. So just make sure it's sort of highlighted, and then I can draw it anywhere for the minute, and I can also draw another point over here. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sketch, sketch dimension, and we're going to make this 15 millimeters from this edge. So I've clicked my point, clicked my edge, 15, and it needs to be 45 millimeters from this edge, 45, and you can see it's lining up over the top of my other one. Do the same with this one, 15 from this edge, and 45 millimeters from this bottom edge. And this is basically just constraining it so that it can't move accidentally by itself. Okay, now I can click stop sketch, and you can just double check that. If you look here, you'll see it's all lined up. I click on different views, go back to my home view. So I can turn off my wood top underneath, and now I'm ready to actually make the hole. So I'm going to create a hole. I'm going to select each of these points, and it's remembered the settings from last time. So 5 millimeters in depth, but this time remember we want to go the whole way through. So we want to go the whole way through 9 millimeters. So I'm going to click, put that to 9, and then just going to double check. So this is already set with a, now this time I don't want to have a tapped hole. Okay, I want this to be what's known as a clearance hole where it can easily slide on and off. So this time it needs to be diameter exactly 5 millimeters. Okay, if I had a screw thread on it, the M5 screw thread, it would actually be 4.23. So I'm going to turn the tap off, and I'm going to put it to simple, and I'm going to have this as 5 millimeters. Okay, and that means it's slide on nice and easily. And that's us done. And then now all I need to do is add in my center hole. So my center hole has a diameter of 40 millimeters, and it's right in the middle, 45 millimeters, 45 millimeters. So again, I go to sketch, point, just draw it on the top area. I'll just put it here for the minute. If I click a D on the keyboard, that'll give me my dimension. Click between these 2 points, drag it down, 45, and then again between this point, oh no, done that one, sorry, between this point and this point. Oops, I need to click, get my sketch dimension up again. So between this point and this edge, I've already done it. There we go, 45 millimeters. Okay, and you can see it puts it exactly in the middle. So I can stop that sketch. I can now go to create hole, choose my point, and then you're going to adjust it. So we had 40 millimeter diameter going the whole way through. So diameter is 40 millimeters, and it goes through 9 millimeters, and it's a simple hole. It's not got any screw thread on it. Hit OK. And then the last stage is I've now got everything done. I just need to make it wood. So I right click, physical material, same as what we had last time, find my wood. So I'm going to do pine, drag it in, click close, and then I'm going to save. So we've now got 3 parts. We've got our brass rod, if I turn that on, we've got our wood top, and we've got our wood circle hole. Go back and activate my whole thing.